So finally, I get to review this guitar. It's been a hell of a holiday season. Hope all of you guys are well. But anyways, I got this for free. No, I'm kidding. Actually, this is a buddy of mine, David's guitar. It is a Carvin 400A, I believe, and it is a flame maple top, neck through, and tongue oil, so it's not a gloss finish, so it's really, really kind of slick. It's actually very comfortable. It's almost kind of like how you find most basses are kind of finished in this kind of format. And if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken, but I think Carvin was either sold or bought by Kiesel. So I can see that there is a lot of things in this guitar that a lot of people would want in something like a Kiesel, and the design and the craftsmanship of those guitars. This one's pretty cool. It's got a lot of hardware built into it. I already did part of the video, which you can see for the restore of this, but this one came pretty good condition. This was probably the least amount of work that I had to do. I had to clean up the tremolo and do a little bit of some cleanup on the fretboard, but that's about it. So let's get to the actual cool parts of this guitar. First off, as was mentioned before, these are Allen wrench holes, and these are Phillips head things, but they are definitely Carvin pickups. So I never noticed that those are done. I don't know if they build them like that for some specific reason, for whatever reason, but here's the layout of this guitar. In this position right here, in the three-way that they have, it's just a full humbucker, okay? So there's a bunch of little switches that do various things. So what I had figured out, this right here, in this position right here, splits this coil, okay? So we go from, say, a clean sound that's just basically, this is the full humbucker, and then we flip it, and we get this. So one of those coils, I don't know exactly which ones, but I could probably tap on an object if I had a metal piece somewhere, which I don't. Anyways, but either way, this is the split position right there, okay? Goes right back to it. Now if you notice when I flip this, it makes a sound, but it doesn't really do anything different. And the reason for that is this is a phase switch, okay? So it only will go out of phase if you have the middle and the neck, or not the middle, but I'm sorry, the neck pickup and the bridge pickup at the same time. So here's where we go. We put it into this position. Now we've got both humbuckers in full. This, now we hear, you can definitely hear that quacky sound that's typical of a kind of a funky versus, so you can definitely hear that's what the phase switch does. And then right here, this is just the neck pickup. So now we've got some other special features here. So now let's go ahead and flip both of these down so we can hear this in the loud tune. Split. So as far as just a single pickup right here in the bridge, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's got a nice quacky sound. Now, let's go into the split sound. Doesn't have a stratty type of sound, but it definitely sounds like what a split humbucker sounds like on a dual humbucker setup. But very useful. Full humbucker. So it really does cut that power in half. but definitely useful. Both bridge. Anyways, good sounds, good sounds. It definitely sounds clean. Now flip that. That's what that switch does. So if you want that quirky kind of thing, if you want that phasey, whatever thing. Alright, now let's show you some pretty cool stuff. Now this is what all the other things do. This right here is the main volume right here that essentially is a bypass for these two knobs right here. This knob right here up at the front is a bass boost. So right now it's got a halfway position to where you can roll it off, and then it gets right here, that's basically 0. And then you can roll it to 100%, and then that is a bass boost. And then over here, as we can see, this is the same thing, but it's a treble. Okay? So let me show you with this engaged. And what this does is when this is popped up, it just becomes a regular tone knob. Okay, so it's just like, think of it as a regular guitar without that. So it bypasses all the electronics inside. So when you come over here and we listen to this, listen to how much bass is increased. It's ridiculous. It's all, I'm doing this live, watch this. And that is nuts. Now I'll reduce it. The bass really lets it cut through. Sounds a little thin, but it's just a regular normal position. But now I'm going to 100% it. It's like a bass. And that's a lot. The more bass you put in there, the less tone. Now if I rolled down the volume all the way at the top and left the bass all the way up, interesting. But now what I'm going to do is put the bass down, and then I'm going to roll the top end up. That brightness will give you some kind of a funk twang, even if I split these coils. Back down. Use it for. Put up some bass. Very cool sound, but I think it's a little bit too much. Now, that's for clean. let's see what this thing can actually do in distortion mode.